So after wrapping up business yesterday, Parliament has gone on Easter break until after the Easter weekend, so about a week. Do you know who doesn't get to go on Easter break, to go on holiday when the country is in a dire situation, when the country is practically in an emergency situation? The doctors, the firefighters, the police, the paramedics, the army. Many of these people have to work all year round. They're on call a vast majority of the time. Many of them have to work even Christmas Day to keep our country safe, to keep it stable, to keep things running efficiently. Why then do politicians, MPs, government ministers get to take a week off when they have put the country, they have made the situation that the country is in? They enabled Brexit, they called the vote, they've been implementing Brexit or failing to implement Brexit for the last 3 years. Why do they get now to go on holiday? To disappear? Theresa May will probably go on one of her famous walking holidays with her husband. Why do they get that? As usual, it's one rule for us, another for them. They get to live in luxury. They get pay rise after pay rise after pay rise. When the country is going down the pan, when people are getting paid deductions, 0-hour contracts, no workers' rights because they're slowly being stripped away, they get all that while they get the pay rises. We get told, if we work in the public sector, that we have to work Easter, Christmas, our birthdays, we have to work around the clock, all public holidays. We get told we have to work, we have to do our bit, we have to make sure the country is running efficiently. But they get the chance to go away on holiday. Now, I'll grant you, some ministers and some MPs will still be about in London doing business during this week off. But that doesn't change the fact that if they wanted to go on holiday, they would be perfectly entitled to. Despite the fact that they helped make this situation. Yesterday, Theresa May came out and she said, right, by the way, we're not leaving Brexit, we're not leaving the EU. Brexit won't happen for another 6 months. Even though I said repeatedly over 100 times we would definitely be leaving on the 29th of March, and I delayed it until April. It's now delayed again and for another 6 months. Oh, and we've got Julian Assange, by the way. Oh, and I'm off on holiday. I'll see you later. Why did they get to drop us in the shit, leave us here in it, and piss off on holiday? And go on a lovely little break. Don't they get enough? Now, I'm not denying that running a country is not stressful. I'm not denying that it's an easy job. Just take a look at any leader of the Western world, of any Western country. Take a look at the pictures when they come into power and when they leave office, and you will see how much that job is stressful, how much it ages you. Look at pictures of Obama when he was sworn in, and then Obama when he left in 2016. Take a look at pictures of even Theresa May when she was sworn in and now. Look at pictures of Tony Blair then and now, Gordon Brown then and now. Any Western world leader of any world leading power, you will see how unenviable and how stressful this job is. I'm not denying that for a second. What I am saying, however, is they get so much more than they deserve. So much more. Paramedics don't get subsidised food and alcohol in the bars around their ambulance station. Police officers don't get to go and claim a luxurious lunch at the cost of however the fuck much Ian Duncan Smith's lunch was that he charged to the taxpayers. Police officers can't charge lunch to the taxpayers. In fact, I work opposite of Greggs, and every single morning I see an ambulance pull up outside Greggs and the crew goes in and gets their lunch. And do you know what happens? If that crew gets a phone call while they're in there buying their lunch or while they are eating their lunch in their cab, they have to drop everything and go. Nobody's ever asked a sitting MP, a Prime Minister, a Leader of the Opposition, whoever it is, in government, in Parliament, nobody's ever said to them, oh, by the way, you can't finish that pint, you can't finish that steak dinner, you can't finish that sandwich, we've got business to do in the Commons. Nobody, to my knowledge, nobody has ever said that. Nobody has ever said to government, can't go on holiday because this is a national fucking emergency. If there was a riot on the streets, as there was a few years back, the police would be out in force, overtime, doing extra hours. There'd be no days off, there'd be no holidays. They would call in all the police that they could from across the country. If there was a massive calamitous accident in London, all the paramedics would be called off on standby. They'd all be sent into London to help out. So why are we allowing MPs, politicians, to have a holiday when they have engineered Brexit? They called the Brexit referendum. They've been implementing Brexit, or failing to implement Brexit, for the last 3 years. It's going disastrously wrong. We have no deal yet. We keep extending it. It looks like we're never ever going to leave. Why are we not saying to MPs, you know what, you can't go on holiday until this is sorted, till it's done? In my opinion, every time there's a debate this big, every time there's a debate on a massive issue, we should just lock the doors of the building. Throw them all in the Commons, lock the doors and say, you ain't coming out until it's done. It makes me so angry. It makes me so angry. These people keep granting themselves, because they had the ability to grant themselves pay rises. They keep granting themselves pay rise after pay rise after pay rise after pay rise, when our pay, not only my pay, but pay or your pay, but the pay of the firefighters, the pay of the paramedics and the police, and the pensions of all those people who work in the public services, that keeps reducing. And these people are threatened every day. They're punched, they're abused, they're spat at, they're treated like garbage by members of the public who don't realise they're there to help. The way they get treated is atrocious sometimes, right? And they're being denied pay rises in the process. And they're being told they cannot go on holiday in times of emergency situations. And these MPs live in luxury. How is it fair? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.